Dun dun. Me, 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 me. Okay. Hmm? There we go. Ding, ding. Still 1 minute to go for the ads to end. Well, no, still 30 seconds. 20, 19, 18, 17. I'll count down what's by 10. Ow. Hi, Mamachi. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? Hope you're all doing good. Yes, today I actually got some time to do fan art. I could work on project, but you know what? Nanala's birthday is coming up soon, and I don't remember if I managed to give her anything last year, so let me do some pixel art for her. Let's do some pixel art for Nano. Especially says there are things I need to do for Momochi, yes, but I could accidentally reveal something that I'm not supposed to, so I won't. So today we work on Nano. I think I want to do like a... Let's try. Let's see how are we going to do this today? I'm not entirely sure. I don't have a full clear picture of what I'm going to do. I want to do like a Fugi React thingy, you know? I wanna do like a simpler one where she's like she isn't looking directly at the screen, she's looking to the side, but when she talks, she turns to look at the screen and maybe points at the screen. I think it would be like cute. I think something like that could be very cute. And who knows? Does it become your character here later? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So everyone, hope you're all having a good day today. Yes. I am doing cool. I had my this color here's pretty good. I think we can add some more flavor to it here. Yeah. I went to my drawing lessons today. Learning to make skeletons. Skelly buds. Was fun. Was kind of weird though that I realized that technically when you're making skeletons, it's very close to making anime characters. Did you know that? The proportions of the eye sockets from skeletons is pretty close to anime characters. That is kind of weird. It's kind of a weird little, not that well-known fact. But it's true. It is true. Yes. So chat, inside every VTuber there's a skeleton. How scary is that? Pretty scary, that's what. Okay, so this is Nano showing the eye, and this is Nano not showing the eye. This is the full hentai protagonist form. I wanna do the full hentai protagonist form when she's not talking, and I want her to show the eye when she's talking. I think that would be good flavor, you know? That would just be good flavor. Hold on just a second. There is one thing I wanna see though. It's been a while that I did a commission where I cooked up a new proportion and it looked like really good. So I wanna just check out how many pixels did I use for the head. And this one, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 to 3. Yeah, no, this is the right. This is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. This is it. Okay, we're on the right track here. I think I wanna make the eye just so I can know where the eye is when I'm doing the hentai protagonist one. Nano's got the eye that's both wide but at the same time a little bit more on the mischievous side. Momochi looks more innocent than Nano. Which, you know, looks can be deceiving, so yeah. Looks are deceiving like that. I mean, Momochi is innocent, but how do I put it? It's a different kind of innocence. It's not like the kind of innocence that comes from purity, it's the innocence that comes from being a sheer chaos gremlin. That's where that's how I would rank that. More eye color here. So something along those lines, but also here. Na, 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 na. God. This song keeps reminding me of two things. One, a character that I really like, and then a plot point about said character that I really hate. I'm not even entirely sure I would necessarily like that character as much as I did back in the day. This is why I like revisiting old RPGs. It's kind of like, okay, this was cool in my memory, but am I still... A lot of people like lament when there's stuff that they liked when they were younger and then they realize it isn't as good or not up to the standard, the standard that they have nowadays. I cherish this. I cherish this. I embrace change. Because honestly, when we are younger, we're a little bit stupid. We're a little bit stupid. It's fine to be a little bit stupid. You encounter a concept for the first time in your life. Sometimes you don't know the full implications of it, and you're drawn to it. Then you realize it wasn't exactly... You grow up and you might realize it wasn't really all that you thought it was originally. And that's literally what it means to grow out of something. And that's okay. I find that to be absolutely okay. Okay, so the idea is for her to be looking at the screen, so we have to put the eye here, so it looks like she is looking more directly. Yeah, there we go, that's perfect, So that eye is gonna stay hidden for now. Hey Cherry, welcome to the stream, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. And there are certain things you'll stop liking, not because you wouldn't like them, you just don't have the energy or patience for that anymore. I feel like that about MMOs, because there's a lot of them that I would absolutely still like in theory. But when it comes down to actually playing, I'm a bit deader, most recovering from being sick now. How about you all? I'm doing good. Technically also recovering from being sick. Just a flu, nothing biggie. No biggie. But I still got a little bit of the sniffles. Should be fine though, should be fine. Technically? Yeah, because, you know, because I have an issue. I have, rhinite alérgica. The thing is where you kinda get some of the flu symptoms without actually getting the flu, right? Because of dry weather. So I can get sore throat, I can get a little bit of like... So I'm never really sure when I actually have the flu or not, except when it hits like really hard, then I'm sure. It didn't hit really hard this time. So I'm not sure if I already recovered from it or if I just have a very light flu. But yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. Don't worry about it. It's nothing to worry about. Okay, so now we hide the eye. Now we hide the eye. So I am technically good in the sense that I'm probably don't have the flu anymore, but I still got a lot of sniffles and a lot of clearing up to do. But honestly, usually at this time I get the symptoms get worse, but I am feeling better, so I think we're good. I think we're good for now. And also, I finished that big commission that I've been working on for a while now. I have to post the results later. It turned out pretty good. The client loved it, which I am so glad. And apparently, she even showed one of the representatives from the game that I was making the characters from, and apparently they liked it, so hooray! I got approved by Senpai in a sense. Isn't it? Oh, that's really fun. That's really fun. They were the Love and Deep Space stuff. Which is a game that apparently involves a whole lot of heavy breathing. Thank you, Skyheart. Thank you. And also, you don't have apologize for all the heavy breathing I had to hear. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Here, I'm feeling good. You can get it. Keep it. There you go. Everyone loved it. Nice. Did the game try to give you Pretty Boy ASMR? I mean, I kinda needed to sit through the Pretty Boy ASMR, the sleeping one, because I needed references for the sleeping poses, because I wanted to make sure I got good ideas for how they would sleep. Because if you want to make a really good animation, it's a good idea to figure out the personalities of the characters you're trying to animate, so it doesn't look generic. Like if you make a really arrogant character with like a regular strut. Oh, that is great. I am glad. Did my tutorial work it out alright for you? Did you figure everything out? The last person, not last, the second to last person I did commission for string avatars had like a really rough time setting everything up. I did a tutorial for them, but in the end they ended up not setting up anything properly anyways. I was afraid the tutorial wasn't good. Okay, oh, that's good to hear, that's good to hear. The hair definitely needs to puff up for this to be the... Didn't even need to do the last step? Nice, nice, nice. Oh yeah. I set up the... I was looking at the sprites and I was like, wait a minute, if I set up this way, she won't need to change the collision box. So I tried to do that to make it simpler. Oh, it instant labeled everything? That's good. Nice, 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 nice. The simpler we do these things, the better. Wait, did I... Wrong layer, yeah. Yep. Why is... Okay. Didn't need to do any collision box or anything. Very professional in one then. Ah, thank you. I'm glad everything worked out. Oh no, that's quality commission, comes with a tutorial and everything. Yeah, because most people don't know how to set up. String avatars can be a little bit user unfriendly actually. Thank you, Skyheart. Like, some of the interface can be, like, really jarring. I know because I use it, so... I understand the pain. A little bit user-unfriendly is to be almost everything that has to do with being a streamer. Yeah, some of it. I mean... Honestly, there are things you can't really complain too much about it. Like... Yeah, OBS may have some things that aren't as intuitive as they could be, but also it's completely free. So honestly, can't even... should just be glad it exists and it's usable, you know? A lot of it is stuff that's like passion project and stuff like that, so the person can't like dedicate a whole lot of resources to make it more user-friendly. I love how you give the characters respect and gave it as accurate to their persona and did pay off as every lad fan is in love with what you did. Ah, thank you, thank you. I try. I always try to figure out the personality of the characters I'm gonna do commission for. Because it pays off. It looks better. It looks better. It always looks better. So I really like seeing when things come together. I am so glad that everyone was happy with it. Let's see. Let's make it puffier on the side too. There we go. And also, honestly, I can tell from how the game is made that it is designed for you to be very attached to these characters, so I wanted to make sure I made them justice. All I know from OBS is a friend who streams constantly trying to wrestle her settings. Yeah, yeah. You know, I've been here for a while now. I think it's gonna be like 5 years. I'm still not sure how to set up the mic properly. I have a rough understanding. But it's like, nope, still haven't figured out properly. Still having trouble with it. No, I did think that maybe... Now I think the eye is too low, hold up. 1 pixel? 1 pixel. Sometimes 1 pixel is just all the difference. Keep is making art so good that may go those who feel grow attached as well, huh? Well, more like I am corresponding to their previous attachments to the characters, which is good, because it means I'm being able to capture dance as well. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, they added different accurate palm lines to the design and little things like there's meticulous character design that aren't tropes. Seems that way at first glance, but they are complex. Yeah, like, people don't get that attached to, like, stuff that is just, like, made at random. I can tell there was a lot of care putting into making the characters. Is it for me? Probably not. But I can tell there is care. I'm not liking so much the shape of the hair so far. Not entirely sure what is missing here. Does the hair need to be a bit longer on the side? Let me try to figure out. Okay, we gotta do... I love that there are people who call these anime air vents. Some anime waifus, they have air vents. It's very important to keep the air ventilation open. Otherwise they overheat. Is this area supposed to be bigger? I think this area is supposed to be bigger. There might be the issue here. Yeah. Air vents? Yeah, these little things here, see? The air vents capture the cool air on top of the head to cool the head off after they game it League of Legends too hard. Sometimes from trying to carry their SO in League of Legends. Hope your pixel art gets seen. You did fantastic as well. You were my first and only post to think of for pixels. Ah, thank you, Skyheart. I really appreciate that. Makes me really happy, truly. Honestly, I didn't think I would actually be able to get to make commissions for pixel art when I started. It definitely wasn't a planned thing. But I am glad that I'm able to do stuff that people like. And I'm gonna work hard to do things even better. No, told her to try and be jungle. No, I can't. I mean, is League truly made to be played optimally? Is it? Probably, but it's also not fun at all. Let's be real here. Although League being fun is Anyways. God's been forever. I wonder if my account even exists. It wouldn't surprise me if my account got randomly deleted in some sort of, I don't know, hacking mishap or something like that. Or just regular password mismanagement on part of the developers. I would absolutely not be shocked. I suppose it depends entirely on why you're playing. If you're having fun, then that's all that matters. Of course, making deliberately difficult for yourself is also fun in itself. That is true. That is true. The Ticker account is probably still there, but with all friends gone like mine was. Ah. I see. Wait, they unfriend your friends if you get inactive for too long? That's interesting. I mean, kind of makes sense, right? It like auto clears. Here we go. I think they reworked the entire account system and deleted everything. Ah, gotcha. That makes sense. They changed it for the heck of it, and if you weren't around, you're lost. Okay. I can actually understand that 100%. Can't wait to see Kiba getting some requests. That would be fun. Oh, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. And I'm glad you guys enjoy the pixel art streams too, honestly. At first I was only doing one pixel art screen per week. But because of this time, I I am streaming at night, and I don't usually stream at this hour. But in order to take the art lessons, I needed to stream exactly at this time, or not stream at all, stream less times a week. So I gave it a try. I tried playing some games. It felt like it was a bit slow though. So I decided to change it to pixel art, and it seems to be doing fine. It seems to be doing fine. I low-key think the algorithm for Twitch or whatever kinda likes it more that I do 2 pixel art streams instead of 1. But I can't prove anything. Something something Warhammer something something Touch Priests. I think that's the level we are with algorithms at this time and age. I think I'm still playing my first Warhammer game. Your intuition's good enough if you feel like the spirit of the machine is blessing you with more views after you draw it. Pretty much. Alright, Cherry. Go grab more tissues. One thing that's kind of bothering me about this art is since this part of the pixel art's not being shown, it feels like too many straight lines, you know? It's too straight. Make it gay. Exactly. I kinda, in a sense, I want to make the... I know, it feels like there's something a little bit off. Maybe I can make it a little bit rounder. Nah, that ain't it. Chief. Maybe... It feels like it's supposed to be something like this, but not really. Yeah, nah. Okay, I think I got it. Like, it's very small. But yeah, this helps a little bit. Then I can use the shading. Yeah. No, this is gonna work. Can do it like this. these. We did these. There are days where I think to myself, man, I am done with isekai anime. Then something really weird comes out and I pull it back in again. At this point, I just like to see the weirdness. I like to see the weirdness. I like to see weird ideas working and not working at all. And I almost got the random, almost like the random flashbang, what the hell was that kind of moments. I almost kind of like that. For some of them, it's like the joy of, I don't know, searching through trash and find something that looks slightly usable. As long as it's not underwear, it's fine. But that is also the risk. Sometimes you're sifling to the trash looking for something useful and you find a pair of soiled underwears. Some anime do feel like that. I actually saw a video about a guy absolutely roasting an isekai that I thought was actually quite passable. And honestly, I don't even disagree with the dude for roasting that anime. It's just that sometimes the isekai bar is pretty low. That even something done slightly different calls attention. The waifu was still pretty cute though, however. I will say that much. It was a very cute waifu, even if she would randomly spout erroneous things about wolves caring for alpha males. But I was willing to suspension of disbelief that part. Because she was a demon wolf, so maybe demon wolves care about dude bro culture more. I don't know. Hey Kai, welcome to the stream, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hey Aska, welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing good today. It was conceptually a very funny show though, because it's like, alright, you're Protectkun, who reincarnated in the world with a power level of infinity +1. What are you gonna do next? Oh, you're gonna play Stardew Valley? Okay. Oh yeah, that piece of art. Let me take a look at that again. I looked at it on my phone, so I didn't have a good look. Oh, that looks extra cute, Kai. That looks really cute. Did you draw that? Did you draw that? Was it you, the artist? I wish. Fair enough, fair enough. It's really cute, Kai. It's really cute. Oh! Shotamate. I am to keep these lines here. There we go. And I think I can do it like this. But yeah, it's a very cute drawing. It's a very cute drawing. The other person, the art is a friend of mine. It was a real art for her Sabaton. Oh, nice. That is cool, Kai. That is cool. Okay, so if it is like this, we could do. Okay, so we have most of her hair mapped out like this. But is this how I wanna portray her hair in pixel art? Which that is a very interesting question, actually. The big heart one is an emote, so I plan to make that one of my emotes if I ever become affiliated. Oh, good luck, Kai! It's a really cute emote. You can do it. I believe. There we go. Yeah, I feel like this area should be rounder. You know what I mean? The thing with pixel art is, even though you're dealing with cubes and squares all the time, you gotta make sure things don't feel too liney. You still gotta somehow make it feel a little bit more organic. Otherwise it won't actually look that good. For living things, obviously if you're making a mecha, you can make it as liney and blocky as possible. I've only ever done one pixel art without a tutorial, and that was the one of you I did in Minecraft Keepa. Do you remember? I do! That turned out pretty well, actually. Okay, so other thing that's bothering me slightly about this. First off, let's see if I do these. Maybe... I kinda want the mouth to be smaller. I feel like it's a little bit too big. Okay. Maybe we can do the proportions a little bit smaller too, or we could just use shading. Let me see here. Into paler shade of pink. So if I do this, Yeah, no, I still feel like I should make the head a bit smaller. Please. And the eye too. I have no idea for the contest with this is, but I agree, make it great. I said the lines were too straight. Make the line gaze, makes sense, makes sense. Na na na. Na 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 na. Sorry. Okay, so like this, it's kind of a jumbled mess because it's too much detail. So what I think I want to do is try to delete some of it. Or do I just take everything out? Which one should I pick? Because these lines are... yeah, they're kind of secondary. I think... yeah, I don't think we need it. Do we? We both do and don't at the same time. This is annoying. What if I do it like... you know... I think I'd rather none. Thought about it long and hard. I think I decided no. Yeah, no, this is better. This is better. Cleaner. We just make like some extra lines here. Maybe some hints of shading here to make sure we understand that this part is over. Like some hints of hair here. There we go. There we are, there we are. What was the start of your journey into professional pixel art? The start of my journey into professional pixel art was me streaming and thinking to myself that if I was going to stream, everyone who streams seemed to have alerts that are like clips of random anime. But at the same time, if I use the random anime clips, I have a slight chance of like randomly being taken down if they change the rules on usage of these things for whatever reason. So maybe I should try to find a way to make my own alerts But unfortunately, I'm not that good at drawing, so that I could be able to make my alerts. And then I look at, I think it was Iron Mouse had like this cute follow emote that was a walking pixel art, and I was like, maybe I can do that. I have enough experience editing pixel art. I could give it a try. That was pretty much what got me into learning pixel art. That, and I was feeling slightly insecure about streaming without having a talent I could fall back on in case just playing games wasn't entertaining enough. That's how and why I started with pixel art. I tried it out. I got a lot of support from Momochi. And other people I met in artist Discord. Got support from Milia too. And Nano too. I was like, alright, I can try this. And look at you now, being able to use pixel art expertise even though playing comments on the classic, playing to comments on classic games. Yeah. I know, right? It's kind of crazy. Part of me wish I had given a serious try to pixel art earlier on. But honestly, earlier on tutorials on pixel art kind of suck it. I remember one of the first pixel art tutorials that I found on the internet literally their solution to the pixel art wasn't necessarily a bad solution, just wasn't like let's just say an orthodox one. Basically, they were like, okay, you wanna make pixel art? Here's the easiest way to do pixel art. First, you draw on a piece of paper, then you scan that drawing, then you paint that drawing, and then you compress the shit out of it so it becomes pixelated. And you edit the pixelation until it doesn't look horrible. That's how you do pixel art. Ta-da! I feel it's like... It was so convoluted, man. The guy drew pretty well. He had no reason to turn his drawing into pixel art. Want to do pixel art? Literally just do everything else. Yeah, pretty much. I remember way back into the 2000s, people who actually were able to do their own pixel arts were like considered gods. Most people just stuck with editing. And I also remember pixel art comics being like questioned as valid or not. Because I remember the discourse at the time is that they felt kind of lazy because technically they were stealing art assets from games in order to do their own thing. Kibutsuki. Hey Whiskey, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Hello. Been lurking while playing game? Nice. Which game? Yeah, and the pixelart animations of the early 2000s were all very good too. They were. A lot of them were over in Newsground. Man, the internet in the 2000s was so wild. It's kind of funny because I was mostly just a lurker on most communities, but I managed to see I managed to see like some people who are now like old content creators just in the wild being stupid teenagers. Knob Cree rear bone 100% proof. I've witnessed Egoraptor in its pre-Newgrounds form being a really dumb kid telling people, lying about being a hacker to people in the Mega Man community so he would get extra respect points. Like, don't mess with me, I'm a hacker. I actually saw that phase of his. Which I think is really funny. He got like a cameo to this fanfic site that I used to read. I'm a hacker, guys. Went one script hit forum and got a script. Yeah, pretty much. That's the funniest part. I don't think he actually ever hacked anyone. Just like it saying that. I don't think he actually hacked. And to be completely fair, like being a hacker with stuff that was made in like 1995 was so easy. There were some games because people just didn't have any tech savvy. Apparently there were games that the main difference between the shareware form and the software version was just like a switch that you could turn it on by editing the code on the notepad. Kiba, ever heard of a prequel? It's It's an Elder Scrolls pixel webcomic. I haven't kept up with it in a few years. No, never seen that one. The most classic pixel art webcomic that I remember seeing was Kid Red. Which honestly, I think it's a little bit too underground. I think more people should know it existed. Because it was honestly pretty epic. I just like how people in early BRO days said they were hackers because the Level Up website was vulnerable to LCQ injection. Oh god. Oh god, I still remember that there was this one guy that got hacked because he got doxed from some suspicious emails. And at the time I was like, man, but these emails are usually so lame. How could he fall for that? Why would he think that these emails look like official Level Up game emails? Until the day where I won like this really dumb event and I got an official level up game email telling me about it. And I realized that the email, and I thought it was a doxing attempt because of how bad the email was written. I was like, ah, that's why he got hacked. It literally wasn't his fault. The level up is just that shoddy. The company was just that shoddy. The email had like no like official seal, artwork, or anything. It was just a really dry email with a lot of typos. It's one of those moments where you realize, oh, the game I really like is being run by these people. Okay then, we're in trouble. Oh no. Well, Dark Days of Ragnarok aside. Hey, XX Kiba XX, this TTL level up games here, official price, click suspiciously here to be mob. At Bob, oh god. Thankfully there were no links in it, otherwise I wouldn't even like have read it, you know? And I wouldn't have received my pet S&M Dummy Mommy because of it. Can you imagine? What a waste. It was a Jirta pet, Sherry. It was a Jirta's pet. That was the reward. Well, that and a can of deodorant. That was mailed to me. In the most expensive mailing possible. I knew it was like a... because it was like a deodorant campaign advertisement, the event, but still. It felt slightly insulting. It felt slightly insulting. Like getting a can of deodorant via express mail to you feels like an insult. You know? Like, hurry guys. He really stinks. He really needs this. No expenses will be spared. That man is really stinky. Oh no, sprays. Oh god. Just stinky sends reinforcement. You wanna know the absolute worst part? All of this got me thinking, how different do you think life would have been if you never met Momochi or never started streaming? Whichever you feel more comfortable answering. God, I don't know. I don't know. Life would have been different, probably a whole lot sadder, honestly. If I didn't meet Momochi, I'm not entirely sure if I would ever have met anyone else, because I am not very outgoing, and let's go with that. Yeah, let's go with outgoing. I'm not very outgoing, and I'm down-grounded to very dense. So unless I met someone who was more that wouldn't mind taking the initiative like Momochi is, I'd probably be single. I'd probably still be single. As for streaming, probably still wandering aimlessly, probably would have gotten a teaching job somewhere. Or an office job with accounting, maybe with accounting in it, because technically, I don't know. That is a complicated one. I have no idea. I don't focus too much on what ifs though. I don't focus too much on what ifs because at the end of the day, the choices you make define who you are and what you know. It's kind of why there's a subtype of anime that isn't quite slice of life. That tires the fuck out of me. There's this anime called Real Life, and it spawned a bunch of anime of similar genre, where it's like, what if you could go back into the past and make the decisions of in your life when you were a teenager, but now you're like a full-grown adult with a full developed brain and know things that are going to happen. Wouldn't your life be much better then? And I'm like, yeah, but like that's like you're facing a difficult level 1 boss. And you're like, oh, wouldn't this fight be much easier if I was level 100? And I'm like, no shit, Sherlock. No freaking shit, Sherlock. You think? You think that if you freaking cheated and was over-leveled for the challenge ahead of you, it would be easy? You think? Really? Oh my god. Oh my god, you think that if you knew exactly when Bitcoin was going to become extremely expensive, and you knew exactly when to buy and when to sell, you would be rich? Oh, that's amazing! Wow, you're so smart. It's like kind of pointless, you know? To be honest, with everything that's happening in my life, I found myself asking what if more often. But I like to look at it as a way to keep my mind curious and constantly inquisitive to ask questions and seek answer. Oh, it's completely fine. It's completely fine to think, oh, what if I did something different? While not getting stuck in it. Because the brain can do something that's really annoying, where it will start trying to fix your current problems by fixing your past. Which doesn't work, so your brain kinda enters a loop. Which is why you kinda need to try to clear those thoughts from yourself, right? A little bit. I did absolutely nothing with my life for 50 years. I'm depressed, overweight, bald, alcoholic, and smoking 5 packs a day. But now I've been hit by this eponymous truck and went back to being a baby. I was able to become a complete different person. I have 15 PhDs. I own 5 companies. I've committed way too many crimes to count, and also I like a supermodel. I think I currently couldn't have achieved in my previous life. That is absolutely Isekai in a nutshell. Honestly though, you know what would be like a really, really scary concept? A realistic isekai where the person starts a new life, but they still have all their vices and bad habits from their previous life. So they just end up screwing up that life again because they thought all they needed was a fresh start, but they need more. They actually need to grow up as a person. But I feel like even though that would be genius, it would also completely not fly with the target audience. I was reincarnated, but actually my second life is somehow worse. And it's all my fault. There is one anime that kinda does that actually. I think it's called Black Company in Another World. But that one, the main character is some sort of Elon Musk, crypto guy whose goal in life was to never work hard, and he managed to get to the top by conning people left and right out of their money. And he falls off his 10-story building and reincarnates into an isekai world where he actually has to work hard in order to make money, and he keeps trying to come up with quick money-making schemes, but they all backfire on his face, and there's a demon waifu that threatens to eat him if he doesn't feed her properly, so she's like a huge money sink for him. Turns out having a cheat skill in your new life doesn't make you a better person. Who knew? That one is another anime. Oh, what was the name? Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's incredible, but it is kind of fresh. Let me get the name. It wasn't too many seasons ago. Let's see. Isekai with writer that wants to die. No Longer Allowed in Another World is the name of the manga. Manga slash anime. Slash visual novel slash whatever. So, here's how this one works. Basically, there is an isekai world that had a demon lord problem as per usual, right? And as per usual, they had a church. The church had a goddess. The goddess assigned people from Japan to get in there and kill that pesky demon lord, right? Demon lord must die as usual. However, the heroes that killed the demon lord didn't really want to go back home. They kinda liked it there. They liked the power trip, the taste of power a little bit too much. So they end up becoming a threat worse than the demon lord. And in this time of crisis, a new isekai protagonist gets summoned into another world, but the plot twist is this protagonist is a romance book author who didn't want to reincarnate at all. He wanted to stay dead. He did a very demonetizable thing in in his own world, out of romantic feelings. And basically he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to reincarnate. He doesn't want another chance at life. He wanted his perfect, perfect tragic romantic ending that he didn't get because he got reincarnated by a big boobed elf. And he isn't pissed about it, but he is very proactive in trying to correct course. Let's put it that way. He's addicted to painkillers and he finds a bottle of infinite painkillers. That is one of his epic quest items. And the real plot twist, however, is that he is exactly the poison that this world needs to treat their isekai protagonist infections. Because he has the power to write people's stories as a writer. Every isekai protagonist that enters this world gains like one cheat skill, right? And they are basically using these cheat skills to run amok. Like abuse people, abuse their own power. There's a guy who has a power of taming, and apparently it can work on cat girls. So our protagonist is terrible. He's level 1. He doesn't want to level up. He is weak physically. He makes himself weaker because he's always drinking, abusing alcohol and drugs, basically. So he's always under poison status effect. But if he gets interest in a person, he wants to write their story. And his power is, when he writes their story, he can teleport them back. And he makes them confront the things that they were running away from in the actual world. So he doesn't just counter these people, he like makes them reflect about life and makes them leave the isekai world as better people if they are redeemable. Sometimes they aren't redeemable. Okay, that's actually interesting. So it's like a super mixed bag because it is very interesting, but at the same time, the main gimmick of the protagonist gets tired so quick. It's like it's so tiring. It's so tiring. It's like it's Isekai Zetsubo Sensei. It's literally Isekai Zetsubo Sensei. But the protagonist is more mellow. He isn't like screeching like Zetsubo Sensei. He doesn't screech like Zetsubo Sensei. He is more of a mellow protagonist. Oh, that's good. He's yelling, maybe drop the anime in the first episode. That is fair. That is fair, because if you didn't like that, that was the anime. That was pretty much the anime. The anime was Zetsubo Shita all the time, every time. Non-stop. Zetsubo Shita this, Zetsubo Shita that. It was a funny gimmick for like a little while, and then it got really tiring. Like really fast. But at the same time, I do appreciate the some of the darker humor. Sometimes it got a little bit too dark though. Hey, is that a thing I want to revisit? Is that a thing I actually want to revisit, actually? That is a good question. Probably not. Probably not. There's a lot of episodes, too. There are so many episodes to watch. Do it. Maybe. Although, I gotta say... I say I don't regret revisiting stuff, usually. There was one thing I slightly regretted revisiting. Which was the Chrono Crusade manga, and it's like the Chrono Crusade anime. There were things in that anime that I did not remember / filtered / was so anime bullshit of the time that I didn't realize it was there the first time around. I remember like this really sad, involving story because it has like such a sad ending, and it's so like, oh my god, they loved each other so much, and this is the ending they get. This is so unfair. Eat more popcorn, kind of stuff, you know? And it left like a really good impression for me at the time that I watched. And then I decided to watch now. And the first episode, there's a fight that I can't tell what's happening because the backdrop is like everywhere and nowhere at once. So I can't really tell what's happening. It's like, you know, in old video games where you would be playing the game and there would be these fixed camera angles where you enter a room and the fixed camera angle would put you in like a completely different spot than from where you enter. So you would sometimes press up and you press up like 3 times and you keep going back and forth in the same room. Because the up is down and the down is up when you're entering the new place. Imagine that in the anime. Yeah, that but anime. There was a whole lot of that in a few episodes. There were episodes with a whole lot of that. And then you're like, oh, okay. And then you realize that the main protagonist is much more generic than you remember. Like, way more generic than you remember. You know, I think I need to appease the Twitch gods here. I am gonna, like... add a tank top here to appease Twitch gods. There we go. There you go. And then she gets back to the base. And there is an old man. There is an old man at the base. He's technically supposed to be a priest and he's a tech guy. Can you guess what he asked the main heroine immediately? He asked to see her panties. Oh my god, that's so hilarious. The old man that wants to see the young girl's panties. And he is Trying to slide down to get a better look. Ha ha ha. So funny. That didn't age horribly at all. And then like, wait, this was in this? Was this in this? Yep, but nowadays it's much less prevalent. Like they even tone it down. The turtle guy. A book, you say? Which book? What was the name of the book? Was it like a light novel or like a Western book? Yeah, Master Roshi. Even Master Roshi got toned down. Which fair, at the time it was just considered kinda wrong that he did that. Ah, lit RPG books on a light novel, but Elite Born. That is a name, by the way. That is an interesting name, by the way. Elite Born. So it's not quite anime, but it's very anime adjacent. I'm gonna guess. Is it an isekai? That sounds almost like the name of an isekai. Protagonist is a phoenix whose elite skills is able to assume human forms. She goes into a human town, of course. In queue to enter the town, there's an old man merchant who keeps commenting about her ass. Classy. 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 Classy and classic. Even. Yeah, dear. I will never forget though. But then gets drunk and tries to act on it later. It's still set up so the guy got his ass kicked though, at least, right? Is it played out as comic relief or like as fodder for... I am curious. I wonder which route they went for that. Oh god. I dread this so much. The age-old question of was there a point? Not even comic relief, it's just there to create a scenario where she needed to be saved. The Phoenix needed to be saved from an old man? Alright. I guess the Phoenix isn't living up to the hype of being elite born, I guess? She's hiding what she is, so it's essentially poor, powerless, and vulnerable. I think I see. I will say that sounds... Huh. That sounds very huh. Do we also are we also getting the my least favorite trope of all, where there is a male mentor whose female student falls in love with them madly? Is that also a thing that we get in this? Because God, I hate that one so much. Not so far, no. Instead, have every female character in this universe attack to the protagonist. Of course. So we're going the wish fulfillment route. Please tell me they don't spout stuff about how the protagonist has like superior genes or something like that. Please tell me at least that's not a thing. Complete with blushes every other paragraph. But we're both girls? Kyun. Kyun. Oh dear. Wait until episode 305, where one of the characters discovers that bisexuality is a thing. Not so far that we said I won't be reading the rest to find out. I have encountered an unfortunate amount of eugenics in late RPG. Yeah, honestly, I've been seeing eugenics in RPGs since the time we played Ragnarok Online. Really. I don't know if you ever noticed, but like 90% of the people who were like trying to justify why their character was OP would usually say they were related to some important hero of the story. So they would justify their power with hero genes. Was a very common trend. You mean a certain Templar who was destined to be the protagonist by the gods, or a certain knight had an entire gene of frozen demons under his belt? Yep. I think at some point there were also the people who were like directly related to gods. I'm 95% sure there was at least one guy that was like a direct son of Thor or something like that. But I won't be able to remember properly. But yeah. Just the whole host of it. It was just a thing. Oh, one moment, some fruits pinging me. Okay. You know, I actually find it harder to draw moderate-sized breasts than I do bigger ones. Bigger ones do feel a little bit easier to fill in. But I don't know, I think the boobs are too big. I think I might have made her boobs too big. I might need to give Nano a breast reduction. Like this. There we go. Like, the thing is, people don't even realize what are the implications of tropes they are using. They're using it because they've seen it before. And it feels like it makes sense. Sometimes you can even, there are stories that even subvert these things a little bit, where it's like, oh, just because my father was a great hero doesn't mean I wanna be a great hero. And then the hero has to struggle with his destiny. But I don't know, also these are like a kind of like embrace your genes. Sometimes they're just like embrace the genes. You were born for this. Usually you're only not supposed to embrace your genes if you're from like an evil family. Kind of like how Rey was Emperor Palpatine, great-great-granddaughter? That's a different kind of embracing genes, Momochi. That's a different kind of embracing. God, it's been forever since I did something on this. That is a very different kind of embracing. Whoops. Yeah, I think I figured out what my issue is. Hold up. My issue is I should have started doing the body before I did the details. Okay, let's lock in and do this properly. Let's draw the body with more 3D in mind. We can think about the boobie later. I'm gonna keep it here, even though it would probably be better if I just deleted it entirely. Okay, so body. Go like this. Okay, so legs are actually really big compared to the body size. I say we keep this detail. Nano got them Sailor Moon legs. Oh. But yeah, it is kind of weird. It is kind of weird, especially now that I stopped to think about it. It always annoyed me a little bit. I remember my old roleplay character. I made a point out of making them not related in any way, shape, or form with anything that was important. It was like, oh, why he's strong? Level high. That's it. Level high, struggled a lot, got there. Behold, my justification for power. One Punch Kiba. Yeah. I feel like because of One Punch Man, this type of character would be more popular. Because people maybe didn't realize how badass normal could truly be. But yeah. Oops. Sorry. I hope I turned it off the mic. I pressed the button. Okay, good. There we go. But yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. Man, I want to talk about a book that I read once, but I want to wait. I want to see if Cherry comes back, because I want to share. I want to share that one book, because that one was wild. God, that one had tropes. That one had tropes. Actually, there was one thing in that book that is sort of present in Baldur's Gate a little bit. But in that book, the presentation was oof. It was very oof. Okay, so basically it was a book that was trying to be edgy by like having the main character be a rogue type character. So the main character learned how to be an assassin. And there were plenty of things that I thought could be cool, but like, oh boy, the edginess, too edgy, too edgy. And also, it did the thing with, oh my god, my teacher is so dreamy. He took care of me ever since I was a minor. And now I think I'm in love with him, which is like, red alert, red alert, red alert. Grooming? What's that? Do you eat that? So... that was already a thing that I didn't like very much about the book. And then... there was a murder cult, right? Which was like very reminiscent of the murder cult in Baldur's Gate. Welcome back, Cherry. Welcome back. I was talking about a book that I read once. It was called Just Want to Know If They're Scheduled to Work From Home. Ah. I see, I see, I see. Embrace you. That reminds me of an amazing insult, which is your family tree looks like a letter. I do think that is a very amazing one. But anyways, so I read this book long time ago that had so many wrong implications with it. It had so many wrong implications in it. And among all of them, it had my least favorite trope. I think it was the book that actually made me realize that this was a trope and that I did not care for it at all. Which was that the girl had a teacher who taught her how to be an assassin, and he raised her from a young age, and she fell in love with him. Sadly or not sadly, he dies early on. So it's like, oh, my love is dead. Who raised me as a from childhood? How sad. You know, that kind of stuff. Oh no, my groomer died. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. They also, whenever they make these things, number one, they always like over glamorize it somehow. And they make it like it's entirely the girl's idea. Right? It's like, oh, he didn't do anything but be nice to her. It makes me wonder if it's like a common experience to like have unresolved crushes, or if something happened and these authors didn't realize it was wrong. Yeah, sure, he didn't do anything, but instilling her most of her values, become a power figure, probably even given her love of learning techniques. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep, yep. It's okay, guys. She came on this all on her own. Probably. That was one of the things the book did that I thought was really annoying. The other really annoying thing is this is true for Baldur's Gate Cult. I only know the name in Portuguese. Crônicas do Mundo Emerso. Chronicles of the Overwater something. It's not a Brazilian book, it was just a translation that I found. The book also does something that I find amazing, that I don't think I ever seen before. It has a magic system that's kind of sort of transphobic, in a sense. If you think about it, the magic system can be transphobic, which is an achievement. It is an achievement, isn't it? Okay, so here is, yeah, I know. She wished she did, but she didn't. So here is how the magic system is kinda accidentally transphobic in a sense. I could be stretching it a little bit. I actually would like feedback if I am thinking too much, if I'm overthinking this. So the magic system of the world of the book was a very important plot point, that the gender of the soul needed to align with the body, otherwise the person would be instantly killed. So a person who has a male soul cannot reincarnate in a female body. And a person with a female soul cannot incarnate into a male body. So this basically means that in this world, gender dysphoria is not valid in a sense, because your gender identity will match your body 100% of the time, because if there was a mistake, you would just be dead. Now, I might be overthinking this a little bit, but that's what I read. Hey Retro Gamer, welcome to the stream, how are you doing? Round circular thing? Hello, how are you doing today? I am gonna have to delete these. I think I made them not proportional to the body. Also, the head feels a little bit too big. I was increasing the size of the head, the hair to make it puffier. I think I made it too much. What? Ow! Okay, you hit. Now you hit. And now you know that the chance isn't 0. Okay, now the head feels too big. God damn it. God damn. Let's try to adjust that. "99% of all gambles." I thought you were gonna go with 99% of all gamblers give up before they hit gold. I mean, gameplay. Yeah, that's kind of the issue. That's kind of the issue. Careful. Don't want to gamble all your earnings away. Okay. I agree, that's the best of very misguided. Common record of totally not transferable that end and make the universe. They just raise trans people. Everyone's born with the body they should be to begin with, which sure would be great for some trans folks, but would not be for others. The dent includes being trans, and deadly gender dysphoria is also special. It is. It's like, what the hell did I? It was a moment. I was in a moment where I was like, what did I just read? What did I just read here? Yeah, like, I don't think the author was being malicious necessarily. They probably weren't even thinking. They probably weren't even thinking. Yeah, you know what? Let's leave it at that. They probably weren't thinking. As an allegory, someone reads allergy is bad, instead of fixing it, they just delete every allergen. Yep. I think it was probably like I think the reason that was included in the story, but I can't confirm because of I didn't kept reading, was because probably there was going to be a reveal that the Dark Lord was a Dark Lady all along, and our protagonist was the most compatible for the reincarnation. Know what I mean? That was probably where that was actually supposed to go. I think at the point of the gendered reincarnation, which almost sounds like an isekai game. It was probably going to lead up to that because the protagonist was a girl, so they probably wanted to use that somehow into the plot. They wanted to make the protagonist being female more plot relevant, I guess. Actually, now that I think about it, Shantae has a lot of that. Usually with boys have all the yang, so they're super powerful, and girls have all the yin, so they're all jaded beauties. Huh! I discovered recently that there was a D&D supplement for role-playing as women. Women had an entire gendered rule set, which included replacing the charisma status with a beauty status. So women had no charisma, all they had was beauty. And you wanna hear the funniest, you wanna hear the most amazing part? No, the scary part is this, Momochi. Apparently, women rogue could also cast magic by default for no explained reason. And if a woman with low beauty stat managed to succeed in a seduction roll against a guy, the man would cause insta-death on the guy. I don't know why. That's the choice. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. One that was probably made under influence of a lot of mushrooms. It was like the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. I think mushrooms were involved in that choice. Or some Lucy Sky Diamonds, you know? If I flatten her hair like this, it looks less cute. So I want the big hair. Even though I kind of made it a little bit too big. I don't know, nonetheless looks a little bit like she came out from from like an 80s punk band, doesn't she? With the way I made her hair. That's almost as bad as people who think rolling well on a charm or seduction me or brainwashing the target. Yeah. Oof. Ow, I just picked a thing with my leg and now I got cramps. Hold up. I wonder if I went a little bit too overboard with the fluffiness. Cramps. It's not even that time of the month. Your uterus is in your life. Apparently, I'm Zeus. Was it Zeus? Didn't Zeus like birth a god from his calves or something? I know there's a Greek god that did some fucky-wucky shit like that. Didn't he birth Athena from his calves or something? Or was it from his mind? Okay, I think I can tone it down a little bit like this. Athena was from his mind, okay. Bless you, Momochi. Who are you drawing anyways? Oh, this is Nonetheless. She is a rather big artist in the VTuber world. And her birthday is coming up soon. So I'm doing some fan art. And Aphrodite was born from genital siphon. That sounds like something you should consult a doctor over. Do you have genital siphon? You should see a doctor. It was interesting listening to Nano and Mio today. Their English so much better. Their English isn't bad, they just get nervous on stream sometimes, so... Yeah, I caught like a little bit of the end. Some pixelated fan art. Indeed, I think the butt's too big. There you go. I think the butt's good now. Beware, this carnival, always be prepared. Genital seafood is on the loose. You can't tell me it doesn't sound like that though. Yeah, it's big forever, right? It hasn't, it does. Oh god. I mean, you put genital in anything and it sounds like it's gonna be a disease. Right? Beware if you have genital parrots. Honestly, that does sound like pretty painful. I would not want to have genital parrots. I think that sounds dangerous, actually. Yeah, they're the worst kind of parrots. Just really uncomfortable to have genital parrots. They can pack your packer at any time. Beware of genital parrots. Genital scissors? Yes. See, there is no winning. Genital anything. Really? You could have genital sunflowers. Still sounds like a disease. Don't let your packers get packed. Pack your packers with the parrots, don't pack you. Oh god. The treatment is like feeding the parrots so they don't get peckish. That's the only choice you have. Oh god, okay, I think we're going too far. I think the lore is going a bit too deep. I think the lore is a bit too deep. Imagine eating genital... Oh no! Genital meatballs! That's so bad! That's just McDonald's meat. Oh god. You know what the worst part is, Sherry? We kinda eat well at McDonald's here in Brazil. I hear it's way worse in the US. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this in another layer. That is fair. That is fair. It's better comparatively. It is a comparatively better. Doesn't mean it's good. Oh god, the fish. The Macfish. Their fish is an abomination, don't ever get ice cream there. Why? I kinda like the ice cream. I mean, it's McDonald's. I know it will probably lower my lifespan. Ah. Well, that makes me sad. Oh, that's what the M stands for, mode? I have a confession. I never had a McDonald's. Wow, that probably makes you healthier than us, retro gamers. That probably makes you healthier than us. Guys, I'm gonna have to do something kinda sad. I am gonna have to delete the boobs. Gonna have to delete the boobs to make sure the proportions are alright. I think I drew them wrong. Gonna have to make Nano flat-chested here. Nah, she's fine. Honestly, she had like 2 reductions on her model at this point. I guess people call me healthy. Ah, that is nice. They're just going to Mio? Yes. Okay, so I am thinking... What am I thinking here? This... You guys know kimchi? Yeah, I love snacking on that whenever I get to make it. Oh! Momochi loves that. So here we go. There we go, there we go. Okay, we're getting into a more body shape. I learned new stuff in art class, but I was doing this the old way that I usually do. So there was like a discrepancy from the new things that I learned with my old style that I wasn't really feeling it, you know? Kimchi is so good, a lot cheaper to make stuff. Make stuff sometimes. I see, I see. That is cool, that is cool. Brazil, sadly. Yeah. Kimchi is a... how to put it? Rarity? Let's say a rare treat here. It's on the expensive side of the force. Here's not hard to find, it's just expensive. I mean, it depends where you live. But they... Well, well, what's a day? Okay. Very tasty food. Ooh, nice, nice. Okay, I think I can drop it, make the shoulders drop a little bit more. Hold up. We're fixing our... A little bit. Meat on a stick. Meat on a stick is always good. I like meat on a stick. I like most food that comes in a stick. Popsicles, great stuff. Skewer, amazing. Sometimes has savory peanut sauce that's just delicious. Ah. Ooh, interesting. Sounds good, sounds good. Maybe a bit closer here. Yeah, there you go. There we go. I'd love to make my own kimchi, but my apartment already has this issue make syrup get moldy. Aww. I have no idea how to even start making kimchi. Also, I'm not good at spicy food, so probably wouldn't be for me. You can feed mom on the kimchi. That is true. That is true. Momochi likes kimchi. I think I wanna drop this for now. Okay. Whoa. I haven't saved it yet. Hold up. Let's see. 2025. Today. Okay, I can save here. Do I like proportions like this? I think I do. I think I do. Okay, we can use these proportions. I think they're gonna be fine. My. gonna make the arm folded and the hand down, kind of like this. There we go. Sounds nice. Can even get used shrimp replaced without getting the police called. Wait. Is it like is the shrimp paste kind of sticky, kind of stinky? Is that why like annoying neighbors would call the police on you? Also, sounds like you're living with surrounded by Karens, Cherry. I was a really strict person on myself to get here. Yeah, being able to live by yourself can be pretty hard. Here's a interesting trick I learned about drawing hands. You start with the fingers at the front. I never really touched a phone till I was 18 and kinda never really made friends. Considered my friend on from being too strict myself. I see, I see. I mean, as long as you like living by yourself, I guess that is completely fine, right? Long as you're enjoying yourself. What would suck is just being strict on yourself for the sake of being strict on yourself, or for some sort of goal, and when you achieve it, it doesn't feel as good. As long as it's not that situation, everything should be fine. Kinda like the people who get addicted to grind set stuff. No, that's not it. Addicted to self-help. I was so shocked to discover that that was a thing. You can get addicted to self-help. It both makes sense and it doesn't. It makes sense from an anxiety perspective. Because if you're very anxious, how does that look like? You negatively impact your life by getting obsessed about positively impact your life? Weirdly enough, yes. So here's what self-help addiction looks like. You are constantly trying to improve yourself. in a way that no matter what you do, you feel that it's never enough. So you're constantly looking for other ways to do more. It's it's almost like a body, that type of body dysmorphia that people who like go that goes to the gym forever, right? And they're never satisfied with their body, no matter how pumped they get. It's kind of like that. It comes to the point where the self-improvement part takes over your life so much that you're never actually doing anything, you're just trying to self-improve, you know? To the point where you're not living your life. You're just constantly preparing. That kind of stuff. And before you know it, you're like spending on spending like thousands of dollars on life coaches and stuff like that. Oh, I was talking about it. It's like a very weird niche thing that some people might get addicted to self-improvement, which feels like it doesn't make any sense. It is pretty wild. As a concept already, it's pretty wild. So Cherry asked how that would even work, and I was explaining. Maybe if I put the pinky behind... I'm not liking how this hand is turning out, honestly. Pixel hands. They sometimes don't make sense. Hold up. It kind of makes sense here. But when I put the... Just hands in other art forms, I suppose. Hands are always tricky. Even as strict as I was, I never really forced myself to something I couldn't. That's good, that's good. Oh, don't worry, I'm pretty sure you're fine, Retro Gamers. This was just like a fringe case that I was thinking of. Honestly, that sort of stuff usually happens to like big company CEOs, surprisingly enough. Where like an obsession with success will actually stem from like something unhealthy that happened in their lives, or maybe the way they were raised. Being raised with too much conditional love or stuff like that, that gets them on this weird treadmill. of being extremely successful but extremely unhappy regardless of how successful you are. I am Japanese goblin. Oh god, that actually reminds me there's an old video game where it's a bunch of yokais attacking, but because the localization team didn't know how to localizate yokai, they called everyone corn goblins, if I'm not mistaken. So the game in the intro, the game invites you to fight the corn goblins. You need to find. I have it. It was a game that Momochi played when she was younger. It's Rocky Pocky, I think it's the name. Let me check. Rocky and Pocky. Yeah, Pocky and Rocky. Corn goblins. Let me see if I can find the cutscene. No, it's worse. It's the Nopino goblins. Sorry. Sorry, it's the Nopino goblins. It's even more nonsense. I think corn goblins would actually make too much sense. Here, actual cutscene from the game. Actual cutscene from the game. This game is freaking hard, by the way. This game is freaking hard. Some time ago, the Nopino goblins went on a rampage. I kinda wish it was corn goblins just because it sounds like something else. You know what else is hard? Life sometimes, but we get through it. Getting 100 points every level, Mega Man 0. Oh god. I think the hand's a bit too precise. It's kind of becoming a claw. Don't think I've beaten a single Mega Man Rockman game in my damn life. So far I'm doing good. I've beaten 3 Mega Man 0 games. We're going for the 4th. And I plan on celebrating my birthday by trying to beat the original ones. Because they were a big part of my childhood. They were a big part of my early childhood, and then later, when I got access to the internet, I used it to reconnect with the Mega Man games that I remembered. My mom didn't really allow me to have multiple consoles when I was younger. 100% of hard mode, it was hell, I tell you, I can imagine. I can imagine. So my video game progression was regular Nintendo to Mega Drive because it was cheaper than a Super Nintendo. It was a Brazil thing, it's kind of weird. Mega Drive is Genesis, by the way. The Genesis system. It was called Mega Drive only in Brazil, and I keep forgetting that. And I remember I couldn't keep my Nintendo, so we donated it to charity. Then I found emulators. Which helped me revisit the old Nintendo games, and I also got to experience Super Nintendo. Which is part of the reason why I make a point to buy remakes of games whenever they come out that I played during this era. It's like, yeah, I can afford it now. Why not? God, I am not liking how I'm making these hands. It's the angle, man. It's the angle. I kind of want to do it like this. Let me try something. Hold on. Maybe I need to change the approach that I'm drawing these. I might be a bit too fussy with these. I'm gonna draw them separate. Hold on. But usually when I'm being very fussy is when I learn more. We're gonna draw these hands and we can end the string after, but I do want to try to draw these hands first. There we go. You can do it. I'm going to take a look at my freezer, see what I have to work with dinner, but we believe in you, Kiba. Thank you! Thank you, Cherry. I will be here working on this, unless Mama should drag me off to bed, in which case, yeah. But is the thumb too small? This makes the thumb too big. The main thing here is that the thumb is too close to the hand, so it's closed. Ah, thank you guys. There we go. There we go. Okay, okay, hold up. Hold up, this is a shape. This is a shape. And also do this to signify thumb bending. Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Drawing this is where the pixel thumb is kind of hard because you kind of want to draw it bending. When you do, it looks weird, so we're gonna have to make it do with what we got. I'll be back in 4 minutes, Lamal. Okay, retro gamers. Oh, cake, nice. So have a good cake. Here's the thing, I want the thumb to feel like it's opening, but also like it does it looks like. Does it? No, I think this is fine actually. So the question becomes how big the hand has to be. Yeah, no, I think this is a hand. I think we got our hand. There we go. Okay. This is pretty good. Pretty good. You know, one of these days I'm actually gonna learn the Ultra Shuffle. And then I'll be able to sing it. Song of a Taco Failure. Oh, those hands are looking great. Thank you. I'll work at Harbon then. Here. This. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip on the nails though, for now. But yeah, we did it. We did one of the hands. Also shading. Shading, very important. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so for now, everyone, I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all very much for joining me today. We're gonna end the stream now. Hope you all have a wonderful day or night. Stay awesome, and I'll catch you guys next time. Anyone I can raid today? Anyone I can just raid and run? Don't know. You know what? It's getting late. I think I'm just gonna end the stream. Everyone have a wonderful day or night. Stay awesome. And remember, when in doubt, when you think you can do it, just think like a ninja. And sure you can. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye.